Welcome to the lesson on the coordinate plane. In this lesson, we will discuss the basics about the coordinate plane and how we can plot points and further use the plane to solve problems. By definition, the coordinate plane is a two-dimensional plane made by two perpendicular axes, x and y axis, where both are number lines. We take a look at a basic picture of the coordinate plane, and we can see both of these number lines. The x-axis is a horizontal number line, and the y-axis is the vertical number line. Now, both of these axes go in the positive numbers all the way up to infinity, off to the right, and all the way to negative infinity to the left, with the y-axis doing the same thing but vertically, with both of these axes meeting at the point 0, 0, which we call the origin. Now, we use this for graphing geometric figures and for finding out their algebraic relationships as well. But before we do that, we first got to think about an ordered pair. Now, the coordinate plane is made up of ordered pairs, and each ordered pair is made up of an x point and a y point made by all the little intersections of these whole numbers on the coordinate grid. So let's start thinking about specifically what an ordered pair means. I can count on one direction of the x-axis any number to the right and any number up to give myself an ordered pair that consists of two numbers. In this case, my red dot is the ordered pair 2, 3. And we got that because we counted 2 spaces to the right on the x-axis to get 2, and 3 spaces up on the y-axis to get 3. 2 away from 0, 3 up from 0, and my ordered pair gave me 2, 3. So taking a look at another example, let's have another plane, and let's plot this point out here. Now, what ordered pair, what is the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate of this red point over here? Now, we see this point as 2 up on the y-axis, and 5 over on the x-axis. So because of that, this ordered pair is titled 5, 2. 5 over to the right and 2 up from the 0 marker on each axis. Now let's take another point and let's go ahead and plot it on the coordinate grids. Let's take the point 1, 4. Positive 1, I go 1 over to the right. Positive 4, I go 4 up and plot my point 1, 4, and by carefully being able to count these points, I can essentially plot any ordered pair. Now, when thinking about ordered pair, it's very important to think that the ordered pair 2, 1 and 1, 2 are not equal. We can illustrate this by graphing. If I look at this graph, I look at the point 1, 2, 1 over and 2 up, and plot the point, and look at my other point, 2 over and 1 up, and realize they're not in the same location at all. But let's take a look at some more practice and include some negative numbers as well. So let's plot the point negative 4, 1. Now the negative 4 means we would go to the same x-axis, and instead of going to the right, we'll count over 4 to the left. Negative 4, just as if we're on a number line. And because it's still a positive 1, we go 1 up, plot our point, negative 4, 1. Let's plot another point, 3, negative 3. So let's start with the 3. Count 3 to the right because it's positive, and because of negative 3, we count 3 down. 3, negative 3 would give us our second point. On this next graph, let's plot some points and then see if we can determine what that ordered pair would be. So this first point that I've located, I look and see that I've gone 5 down and negative 1 over. So negative 1, 5. Negative 1 to the left and 5 up. The second point, I've gone nowhere on the x-axis, so 0, negative 4, because I've gone negative 4 down. Now, understanding the basics of the coordinate grid will be very important because points and lines make figures, and also for future study of functions between the x and y values.